I'm Joya Doss for TheStreet.com, and we are on the floor of the NYMEX, and I'm with Paul Sachs with Aurum Options Strategies. What is your macro take on gold? I know that you feel like this week, this day has felt like a year.
It really has. Lately, it's been very stressful down here. The paper's really been one way. The market, the gold market, is technically broken. The bears are in complete control. And today, with being end of the quarter, they really were looking to push it down overnight off the strong data out of Japan and see how low they could get it. Everyone's been looking for 1150, 1155. It's a huge technical level. It's an area where a lot of mines have to start shutting down. So we did get down to 1180 last night, and we closed the day actually higher. We bounced. So it felt a bit like capitulation, but we're going to have to wait and see. In terms of the macro picture, long term, it depends on time frame. Long term, I am bullish gold. In terms of the increase of the size of the balance sheet of the Fed, that's bearish for the US dollar. So your thesis in terms of being a gold bull for that reason is still intact. But if you're a gold trader, then maybe you're a stronger man than I.
So back in April, we saw people jump back in, but we're not necessarily seeing that happen this time round. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's fairly complex. So we have these continued outflows from the ETFs, and when we broke 1525 in April and washed out $100, there was immense physical demand coming out of the East, in particular China and India. This time, not as much, and people are speculating that has something to do with the curbing of the tax situation in India with respect to gold, because they're trying to protect their rupee against the dollar, which is at all-time lows. And there's a hold on the manufacturing. There's long lines, but there isn't gold for sale in terms of the physical. So we're going to have to wait and see how that plays out.
We know that India is the #1 consumer of gold, given all the weddings that go on.
Yeah, well, the wedding season did just end, so.
Gold under 1,000, yes or no?
Gosh, I hope that everyone thinks yes, because I think no. And I really think gold can bounce, but only when the sentiment is across the board extraordinarily bearish. It's getting close.
And you still are of the mind that gold's going to go higher?
I think in the long term, 2014, 2015, yes. But it's very, very difficult to make a bullish case right now in the near term. There's going to be so much selling on the way back up. Mines that are now have to make the decision between staying in business or shutting down are going to be selling at 1350, selling at 1375. Whereas on the way down, they were just hoping for higher prices.
That is Paul Sachs with Aurum Options Strategies. Less interested in the day-to-day and more interested in the macro picture. I'm Joya Doss from the floor of the NYMEX.